I'll 1 second. अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है चलो। यार मैं मेरे पास ना टाइम का बड़ा बड़ा कंस्ट्रेंट रहता है। ठीक है ना। हाँ, डोंट वरी, विल डिस्कस ऑल दीज थिंग्स या। नहीं, 1 second, 1 second, डोंट वरी अनुज, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन समथिंग। हाँ, okay, you can see my screen, right? Perfect. See, let me tell you one thing. Just forget about the power builder and all, right? We discussed this thing in our initial classes. Yeah. See, we have a database, right? We have a database. So, what is a database, right? A database is a software, right? A database is a software, or let's not say database is a software, right? A database is what? Like you have files in a folder, that is also a kind of database, right? So a group of files are called a database. Basically, database, a base for keeping the data, right? A folder can also be called a database, right? But so so we have one that is database, kind of database management system, right? DBMS. What is a DBMS? So see, DBMS, database management system. So a system which is used to manage the data. A system which is used to manage the data. Now what is data? Whatever you write in the in your in your laptop or anywhere, right? In computer, that is the data. Your information is data, right? Whatever you write here, that this is also data. Whatever I'm typing, right? This is also a data. Okay, so now let's talk about some relevant data, right? Let's say a company a company has employees, right? A company has employees, employees, right? So that company has its own employees data, right? What name, father name, right? Mother name, DOB, right? DOB, database, date of birth, sorry. Yeah. So joining date, DOJ, date of joining, right? So what is this? Salary. This is company's data, right? And this person is active or left, right? Or resigned, let's say, right? So let's say Vinesh, SAURABH, Saurabh, right? Suppose Saurabh was working in this organization, right? He left. So this is all data, right? Right? Now Vinesh, let's say, is working somewhere in this company, in a company, right? Vinesh is working in this company, and tomorrow Vinesh can also leave, right? So what do you want? So what it means is, right? And let's say tomorrow, Devendra joins this company, right? So Devendra entry will come, right? So what all operations can be done with this data, right? You can insert, right? Means new data, right? What you can do else? You can update, right? You can update. Hey, like, Devender is working today, but tomorrow he wants to go because he wants to join some other company. So he will resign from this company data. Let's say this company is HCL, right? This is data of HCL, right? So tomorrow Devender can leave also this organization, right? So what we will do is we will update active as, and oh man, like, only one is, employee is working so far, right? Okay, so what we can do with the data? We can insert or up, update it, right? What you can do is you can update the existing data, existing existing data, right? Sometimes what happens, let's say this table has, 10 lakhs records, right? 10 lakhs records. Though this is a very crucial table, we cannot delete it. I mean, we can just make the status as n, right? Why we cannot delete it? Because it is an employee data, right? Tomorrow, if Devinder is going to join somewhere else, right, that company may ask HCL that, hey, Devinder is telling that he worked with you for so many years. That is called background verification, right? Then they will check in the system, yes, this guy has worked with us and we have given him salary from this date to this date. So they will do the background verification of Devendra, right? So that is the reason if you join in any company, they will not delete your data. And there is a thing called employee ID, right? Let's say Devendra left today and after 2 3 years he joins again HCL, then he will get a new employee ID, right? So that they can maintain the data proper, right? Okay, so you saw that insert update, but tomorrow, let's say this is not an employee table, right? This is some other table. So what we can do is we can just, like, remove that data which is not required, right? So three operations you can do: delete, delete. दुनिया का कोई भी डेटा हो, right? Whatever it is, only, like, if we talk about the manipulation part, you can do only these three manipulation with data: insert, delete, or update, right? Perfect. There is one more thing, like, that if you are going to see something, then you can run the select statement, right? You want to select something, right? If you want to see that information, the existing information, right? So these are okay. So, like, to manage all these operations, to manage all these things, right? It is not easy to maintain in a file. Let's say you have lot of data. If you will manage in the file, it will be a cumbersome process. It will not be easily, like, maintained, right? So what you need is, you need a system, a software, right, which can manage all these things, right? And that software is called DBMS. DBMS is also a software, database management system. Okay. Now these DBMS can be of, like, any type, right? RDBMS or NoSQL. There are many more, but let's just focus on these two. What is RDBMS? RDBMS is Oracle, right? Sybase, right? MS SQL, right? DB2. There are so many RDBMS database. NoSQL is MongoDB, Cassandra. There are so many, right? So, but what we are doing is we are learning Oracle database. We are learning Oracle database. Now, what is this RDBMS? RDBMS means Relational Database Management System. Yeah. So, see, all tables should be related to each other, right? Then only you can make some join, right? And then you can get some information. So I have given, like, enough on my previous sessions, right? You can go through those videos regarding the database and you will come to know, right? Okay. Now your question was that can we connect, can Power Builder, okay, this is one thing. Second thing is let's say what is there in the database. So database is always, so database, let me create a database. Where is that database symbol? Okay, this one. Okay, so when you install a DB, okay, when you install a DB, this is called database server. Okay, this is your database server. So let's say railway or banking or whatever, right? So you have one database. You have one database for all these applications, right? And like you are accessing this from these clients. Okay, client 1, client 2, right? Client 3, and number of client can connect to this database. Okay, and number of client can connect to this database. Okay, so these are the different clients who are accessing this particular database, right? Perfect. So when they are accessing, now let's say this client is your Power Builder application. This client is your Power Builder application. This client is your Power Builder application, right? Now how they are accessing this Power Builder application? Okay, so Power Builder will use a DSN, and this DSN will be connected to a database. Basically this DSN connects to a client, and client connects to the database. Okay, so this is how it is. So now like your Power Builder application, if you have more than like, so to answer your question is, your Power Builder application can connect to more than one database. Okay, can connect to more than one database of same type or different type, no problem. Why? Because it connects to a DSN. If you have a DSN which is pointing to MS SQL, that's fine, it will connect with this also. It can connect to Sybase also. Okay, it can, DSN means data source name. Basically it connects a driver. Okay, see, each database has given a driver. Okay, so based on that driver you create a DSN, data source name. So Power Builder will go to this DSN, and this DSN knows that okay, to which DB I need to connect, to which DB I need to connect, right? So Power Builder application can connect to more than one database. Acha, we'll come to that point. Yeah, so in detail. So now on that day what we discussed that how to create a login screen. Okay, how to create a login screen. See, and what we did, where is my Power Builder application? One second. We have in C directory we have this system security, sorry, society, right? So what you can do is you can open from here as well. Click on Power Builder workspace. Oops. Why? Let me tell that I open with Power Builder. Why I'm not getting here? What is this? Now, if कहाँ पे installed है? Let me check that. Oh, it is installed here. Anyway, let me open it from here. So what we did when we are signing in, okay, when we are signing in, we are like just we put some validation, right? Some checks, right? And then we are running a SQL. See, you can write a SQL in database directly. Okay. So what it will return? It will return that okay, how many do we have a login which exists. So select this from this where this. So what you need to remember here is that okay, you know you can run you know only like SQL which returns only one record. Okay, if it returns more than one record, you will not be able to save in a variable. So these embedded SQL mostly, though there are other ways how to handle those things, but mostly I mean you should write an embedded SQL only if returns one record, right? Then what you need to remember here is okay, like whatever the output we are going to get from this SQL, we are going to store in this particular variable. And how to use variables in a SQL is we will give with colon sign. We'll give with colon sign. That's all you need to remember here. Okay. So what we did is we created a login screen and we were able to do that. Now what we are going to do is okay, what we are going to do is okay, what we are going to do is like we will, so once like let's say you are in the system, now you can be because you is okay, see, think in this way. Let's say I am staying in this Vajra Vista society, right? So what I can do is, if a society is already created, if a society is already created, I would like to join that society. If a society is not created, I would like to create a society in this system, right? Two ways only, right? And then uh, I'll assign other people as well. I mean, that is a different story. So what I would like to do is I would like to create that uh, society basically, right? If it is there, I would like to join that. So how my screen should look like if I am so first what should I do is, what I'll do is, I will create I will create a screen like this. Okay, so let me create directly. Okay, okay, so what should be there in the society? Simple, society name, right? Society name. And what else you need? Let's keep one ID also, SOCIETY, society ID. Okay, society ID, society name. And what else you would like to have? Correct, perfect, number of houses, right? Let's keep all letters in caps. SOCIETY, SOCID, SOC name, number of houses. Yeah, number of houses, number of houses or flats or units or apartment, whatever you say, right? Let's say units. Yeah, so what else? Address, right? So address, and what else? So address, like, we should not keep the complete address in one column, we should break it. Okay, so what we should do is, we should break, into more than one column. One second, guys. uh, so ADDR1, okay, and then ADDR2, and then one thing, LNDMA and mark, right? And then you can say pin. Okay, so these are the things and there are few system columns we always try to keep: create underscore date, create dt, and uh, created y. Okay, who created that society? Perfect. Now let's say if I want to keep my societies, one society name is, let's say, VAJRA Vajra Vista. Units, let's say 56, right? Address one is VAJRA Vajra, VISTA Vajra Vista. What should be the address? Vajra Vista apartment. Apartment, right? And the address is, yeah, address one is fine, near Global Village. Okay, pin, let's say 560059, right? Created date, let's say today, and then created y, let's say my ID, VINESH dot CPT at, or we are saving the name, yeah, CPT at Gmail, right? Perfect. So uh, it should be look like that. Now what I will do is, so there is, so I will create my screen looks like this. Let me create this table first. How do I create a table? I will go here, will go, these are my databases, right? Acha, one thing, like, at a design time, you can connect to only 1 DB, right? Why is that so? Because whatever the syntax we are writing in our script, it always try to validate whether that table exists or not. So it checks, it goes in that DB and checks that. Perfect. So let me connect this. हाँ, tell me. हाँ हाँ बोलो. Yes. Yes. ठीक है. परेशान ना हुआ करो. अब इसको हम क्या कहेंगे, टेबल को सोसाइटी मास्टर लेट से SOC_MASTR. ठीक है. दिस इज द टेबल नेम. और SOC_MST. This is the table name. Okay. So let me create this table. SOC. Oops. स्मॉल में ले रहा है क्या ये? एस. हाँ, नो प्रॉब्लम. SOC क्या क्या ID. We'll keep this numeric. Okay. 5 means 10,000 societies. Let me give 6. Acha. Now society ID, SOC name, SOC_name, worker. Okay. Worker is used for character type, right? So string type. Okay. So let's keep 100. Okay. Society number. What else? Units. Okay. Numeric. Chalo, 5 units is fine. Units. Now ADDR1. ADDR1 worker 100. Why no? Yes, it can for time being. Let's keep all null level. ADDR2. So after this one, I will create this, in daytime so that it can save our time, and we'll create, all tables in one go. ADDR1, ADDR2, landmark pin 10. What else? Create date. Create date. This should be your date time. Where is the date time? Created by. Perfect. Now let me save it. Society MST. Okay. So our database says that your table should have at least one primary key, right? So let me alter this. What happened? Okay, new and then primary key. So let me keep this society ID as primary key. Perfect. Save it. Right. So we have added this primary key. Now we will create a screen. Okay. We need one more window. We need one more window. Let me keep this free form type. Sorry. Higher data window. 1 second. We'll come to that step. Window. Okay. Window. And now save it. W underscore SOCIETY society. Okay. W underscore society. Oops. Perfect. Now okay. Now what I want is I want to create my society, right? So perfect. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create an entry screen. Okay. In Power Builder, we have two types of a screen. Okay, though the same way, like way is same, right? That okay. Way is same, right? Whether you create an entry screen or a report screen. Okay, so entry screen means like you are going to get the input from the user. Okay, like in login screen, a user entered his ID password, and then you are checking in the database, and then we're allowing that okay, if it matches whatever is stored in the DB, otherwise you are saying that hey, your password or ID does not exist or does not match, right? So we are going to create one entry screen. Okay, so when we create an entry screen, right, uh, we need to we do in this way. Let's go in this way. Okay, we need a data window control. Okay, so how this connection works basically. So when when you want to create a screen, right, so what you need basically, you need a window. Okay, and then you need uh, a data window control, right? You need a data window control, right? And then you need a data window object. Okay, and then this data window object, let me keep here. Okay, and this data window object has data source and a presentation style. Okay, so this is one object basically. This is one object. This is one object. Okay, so and this so first we need to create a data window object. We need to create a data window object. So let me create a data window object. We are going to create a free form. Okay, see, there are different types of data window object. These are the basically presentation style. So don't worry, like we are going to use only 3 or 4 which are commonly used in Power Builder. So we are going to create free form for any entry screen, right? We create a free form type of data window. So we will select this free form, click OK. Then this is data source. You can say which data source would you like to use, right? For now, just keep remember that we are going to use only SQL select. Okay. Then what it does basically, you have your DB profile here. In DB profile, you have a database connection, a DSN, right? So it connected to that database. It connected to that database, and then it will try to bring all the tables. It tries to bring all the tables, right? So I will select my table. Uh, which one is my table? This table, right? Open. Okay. Then you just go and select all. Okay. And then click on return. Next. Finish. Finish. We will discuss in detail, don't worry. What is the use, why we are creating it. Okay. So now let me change the background properties. Windows button face. Okay. And then I will change this. Okay. So you can see here, right? These are the labels. This side, these are the labels, static text, right? If you remember, we were creating the static text, and these are the sort of your columns. These are the columns where you will enter the data. So let me change the background of it. The color basically. Okay, and let me make something is like this. Okay, so and let me give the name society master, society master, and this is free form. Oh, okay, this is a data window object. So d underscore, you can say data object also, d underscore, like this. Okay, now I will save it. Perfect. I will create a screen. Don't worry, you will do like that only as I am doing. Okay, you will get to know very soon. I need one data window control. Where is that? Create data window control. Use it. Okay. Then I will add that data object. Yeah, that called data object here. Okay. This data object here. Okay. Now this doesn't look nice. Gadda gadda type. Okay. Let me do here. Hmm. It looks nice now, right? And then okay, then I will first I will search. I'm going to use this as a search as well, or let me do that. So what I want, okay, let me create one more data window. Generally, in my application, basically I prefer creating two data windows. So, and the second one is your this one. Where is that? Free. Sorry, one is tabular. There is one more. Why am composite cross tab label tabular and Grid. Okay, I prefer grid basically. SOCMST. Oh, in society we have not added, state, country, and all. Yeah, no worries. We can do that later. Yeah, select all. So see, it comes like, in a tabular form, something like that. Yeah. See, why do I like is because if you, play with one column, right? If you are decreasing, right? So in tabular you have to bring all together, right? But here if you are, this will come by itself. You getting me, right? People who have already created few windows. Perfect. So this also little bit I can, do some changes, like which I generally do. Select all this. This is what kind of static text. Let me change, because this is not going to be changed, right? So like that. No, it's not. Button face and little bit like this. It looks just smart. Yeah. Free form. It is not free form. Grid. Save it. I'll keep here. Let me take one more control. Okay, and then I will add that window, sorry, data object. Okay, so this is my screen. This is my screen. Oh, 1 second. Resume. All right. So what we did so far, we created a data window control, right? We took one data window and then we created two data window object. We took two data window control, right? And then we took these three buttons, right? We have not done any coding. It is just a design, right? And then what I did, I wrote these two lines where open event of this w underscore society, right? And then what we have done is in the menu we have changed, right, that my windows create a society, right? And on create a society we have written this open sheet and then we ran it. Okay, finish ku and then india at 123, right? It looks like this. It will not do anything, right? It will not save by itself. We need to write something on this save. We need to write some power script so that it can be saved to your database, right? Okay, so we are like, going to save this information, right? So it will not do anything because we have not done anything. Okay, perfect. So let me tell you one thing. See, we discussed about the database, right? Here and here as well, right? That if we have a database, right, then see, database, ध्यान से सुनना guys इस बात को, हाँ, database understands only SQL language. Okay, what is SQL? Structured query, right? That if you want to write in the database, you need to write an insert statement, insert into table name and then values. That is the syntax of creating a record in a database. Update statement, update table name, sat where clause, delete statement, select statement, right? So now whatever you do in Power Builder, whatever you do Power Builder or in Java or in .NET or in in any language, C, C++, right? But database will understand its own language, right? So if you want to save some information, you need to tell to the database that, hey, go and run an insert statement. Means whatever the information you are taking in Power Builder. So here, let's say if you are you have created a screen, right? Entry screen. So what you will do is, you will if you have created an entry screen, user will give some information, right? User will enter some information. So what you need to do is, as a developer or as a Power Builder developer, your syntax should be converted into SQL language and pass those syntax or those statements to this database. So what Power Builder does? Power Builder takes the input from the user, because user is going to interact with Power Builder application. That is why it is called a front end application, right? So user will be running this Power Builder application, and then user will get the input from the user. Similarly, user will run the .NET application, Java application, or any application will to get the input from the user, and those input should be passed to the database in form of SQLs, right? And then those SQLs will be executed in your database, right? If your SQL syntax is proper, then it will be executed. Otherwise, database will throw an error, and that error will be back to Power Builder or any application, to any application, right, guys? So this is what you will do, right? I mean, this is what Power Builder does basically. So Power Builder will take the inputs from the user. Those inputs will be converted to, Power Builder will do by itself. Okay, you need not to worry, right? That Power Builder will convert that information into database, sort of database, statement or SQLs, and those SQLs will be passed to the database and executed over there. That's all we do, right? So it is like, in the same way as if you want to get something done, like if your data warehouse is there in the China, right? So what you will do is, you will ask one Chinese person, hey, this is what my stuff is, I want to keep in your data warehouse, right? So you will tell him in Chinese language, and then he will keep over there. If you want to get it back from him, you will tell him in Chinese language that, hey, I want my data back, right? He'll go and bring it to your data, right? So basically, anybody can communicate. The only thing is, you should that language should be converted into Chinese language, and then you can get your information back. If you are not telling him, if he is not able to understand, he will say, hey, no, I'm not able to understand what you are saying, right? So that is basically an error, right? Similarly, our database does. Database is a separate thing, and Power Builder is a separate thing. You are going to connect to the database, right? First, you will connect with that database. How you will connect with that database, right? So to connect to the database, there is an object. There is an object given by Power Builder. That object is called SQLCA, SQL Communication Area. SQL Communication Area. Basically, that is an object which connects with any database. Okay, which connects with any database. Okay, perfect. So who is going to communicate to the database? SQLCA. Now, how does this SQLCA connects with the data? Okay, first of all, how we can connect to a database? See, guys, like in software industry, right? Your program should be secured, right? Similarly, if you want to connect to a database also needs one user ID and the security means in software, in IT, what is security? Security means that to reach to any label you should have a password, right? If you have the password, then you can access to that DB or account or whatever you call, right? Security means there is a password. So similarly, when you install a database, right, you create a user and the password, right? So if you have, so to connect to a database you need a user ID and password. Okay, so in Power Builder we have SQLCA, and then we have a DSN. So your SQLCA connects to a database through DSN. Basically, it communicates with DSN. It communicates via DS, or you can say with DSN or via DSN, right? So it will pass all information to this DSN, and DSN will carry that information to the database, right? Now where is that SQLCA, right? See, we copied this information, if you remember, right? Preview and this. So this Power Builder gives you a syntax, okay, that this is the DSN, EAS demo DB something, right? This is the user ID and this is the password, right? So, and this is the SQLCA. So SQLCA is a connection object, right, which connects to a database, and then we copied this information and we kept it where? On application object. Let us see where is that application. This one, let me open it. You can see here, right? So actually in Power Builder I said, like, that everything is an object, right? So there are two types of object. One is visual and the other one is non-visual. Like, you have a window, data window. So all these objects are visual object. You can, change their size. You can click on those objects, something like that. But there are few objects which are non-visual. So this SQLCA is non-visual object, but it has also properties and functions, right? So these are the properties of this, like, SLE underscore txt properties. Single line edit control has a text property. When you were using it, how you were using it? Using that SLE underscore one means that single line control name dot text, right? Similarly, sqlca.dbms, this is a standard thing. Auto commit db param connect string. So no need to keep remember. The only thing is, yes, we told our SQLCA that this is the connect string, and then we wrote, like, one statement called connect. So if you will not write this one, then it will not connect. So here we have defined the properties of that database, and then we are saying connect. So it will connect to this DB. So now your SQLCA is connected to this database. Okay, perfect. Now let me go to that window, W Society, open event. Okay, what is this DW1? This is data window control 1. This is data window control 2. Okay, so what I did is, with the help of this set trans object function, So we are telling this data window control, hey, go and connect to this data, this SQL CA, right? So, like, initially, this guy Anuj asked, can we connect to more than one database at runtime, right? Yes, we can. So what we can do is we can create one more SQL CA, okay? We can, and then we can connect. So this data window we can connect to SQL CA 1 and this SQL CA 2 and one more SQL CA 3 and each SQL CA. So so this set trans object tells, so this is the first function which should be used with all, like, with every data window control, because what it does is it tells to the data window control that, hey, connect to, any one database basically, right? And to connect to any database we need one SQL CA. Okay, and then we'll discuss about those functions. But first what you will do is, I have another meeting guys at around 9. So uh, so what you will do is, without any, people who knows already, they should try to complete this screen. Okay, and those who don't know, right, what they will do is they will create that table and try to create these data windows as I told you guys, right? And then at least bring up to this label, right? And then maybe not tomorrow but day after tomorrow we'll discuss further. Yes, Anuj. Uh-huh.